Hey guys, Ben here. We have another interesting story by a subscriber named Christopher. He wants to share his false paternity issue he has been dealing with for about 30 years. Enough of me babbling. Let's get started. Ben, I wanted to share this story with your audience that has plagued my life for 30 years. My name is Christopher. In an effort to maintain anonymity, I've changed the names of the mother and her son. Anyway, the story begins in 1990. I was accused of fathering a child named Obinna. I am from Nigeria. When I went back home to visit my village located in the Edo state, during that time I met a woman. Let's call her Mary. I found her attractive and I introduced myself. We exchanged information. We spoke a few times on the phone and went on a date once where we kissed. That was the extent of our interaction. Being that I was visiting for a short time, I left the village and traveled back to the U.S. 8 months later, my father called me accusing me of getting Mary pregnant. I was confused. All we did was kiss on a date, and that was the extent of our intimate interaction. I told my father that was impossible because I never slept with Mary. What made things even worse was that my father did not believe me and thought I was trying to avoid responsibility. It's a long story, and not to bore your audience with long conversations back and forth with my family, I will fast forward to the year 2020. Mary's son Obinna found me on Facebook. He sent me a DM and initially he was very hostile towards me. I tried to look at things from his perspective, so I responded back to him letting him know that I was willing to speak and share my side of the story. He thought about it and his tone became more civil. He provided me his number and I called Obinna. I shared with him my entire interaction with his mother and let him know we never had sex and that his mother had lied to him regarding who his father actually was. Initially, Obinna did not take kindly to me accusing his mother of lying, so he got angry and hung up the phone on me. The next thing I knew, I started to receive threatening calls from Obinna's uncle on social media accusing me of rape and saying I should take responsibility for my actions. Although I maintained my innocence, Mary and her family have tarnished my name publicly, making me out to be the father of her son. And to add insult to injury, her family saying that I forced myself on her. Unbelievable. The only way I could clear my name was to do a DNA test to prove to marry Obinna and my family I was not his father and to clear my name completely. I flew back to Nigeria to perform the DNA test. We decided to perform the DNA test through the courts for full transparency. Lo and behold, just as I stated, when the judge read the results, it was a 0% chance I was the biological father of Obinna. What was amazing about the whole thing was that Mary kept insisting I was the biological father of her son. She refused to take accountability and even accused the DNA company of tampering. The judge assured Mary there was no tampering, but she did not want to believe anything of the sort. I was so sure I was not the father. We took a second DNA test with another DNA testing company, and the results came back again as a 0% chance of me being the father of her child. Mary still did not take accountability and started crying, trying to draw sympathy. Obinna also did not apologize for his part in smearing my name, even though we had 2 paternity tests. In closing, I just wanted to share with the young men and parents of sons, please make sure you provide your brothers and all men you care about with as much information about their interactions with females. If you can record your interaction or have an unbiased third party around to vouch for your side of the story, it could save your life. As for myself, the last 30 years have been hell because my name was tarnished. Although many people found out the truth about my situation, most of them still look at me with an evil eye. At least my family knows the truth and my father apologized for not trusting me, which was helpful. My dad not believing in me as a man and accusing me of being irresponsible was a huge blow. I sought out a therapist and had to work through my issues. Currently, my dad and I are okay, but our relationship will never be the same. Ben, thank you for sharing my story, and I hope this story can help someone out there as a reminder. Not all pretty faces are honorable. Wow, Chris, thank you for sending us your story and allowing us to share it. I am for certain that there will be some people in our listening audience who find your story helpful. Hopefully, you will be able to bounce back and get your life back the way you envisioned. Being accused and having people from your village defaming your name, I can only imagine is tough. By any chance, do you know if the mother received any punishment in Nigeria for lying and affecting your life the way she did? I'm curious if the laws in Nigeria are different than the laws we have in the US. If you have a chance, send us another email. I'm sure the audience would like to know. but I have a sneaky suspicion she was not held accountable. Anyway, guys, if you have a story about paternity that you would like to share, please do not hesitate to shoot us an email at yournotthefather@gmail.com. Please check the description for the correct spelling of our email. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest paternity-related stories. Once again, my name is Ben, and until next time, take care.